Hello everyone, we're from Group 8. We would like to present our project presentation entitled Electronic Online Shop. So this introduction our team is Gafri Latif Aviandi Putra Adnanta, Fabio Tora Putranto, and me, Kizes Devi Rahel Gultam. First, I want to explain about what is electronic shop online. Electronic shop online is a buying and selling activity using technology and the internet. Both the seller and the buyer must be connected to the internet to make transactions. In simple terms, an electronic shop online is a process of buying and selling products electronically.
First, the ERD, Entity Relation Diagram. First, the product and the supplier have a relation. It's called supply, which is they use many-to-one relation. Supplier with category product have a relation called supply with one-to-many relation. And category product with product have a relation called memiliki with many-to-one relation. Now the product and order have a relation called dibeli with many-to-many relation, and order to customer have a relation called membeli. Membeli have a relation with a relation called many-to-one, and customer to member the relation called registrasi, and they use many-to-many, and member member category use many-to-one, and I'm back again with the order with payment is one-to-one, and payment with employee is many-to-many. And next, the database design. Database design, we use a database name. It's called electronic_shop2 because the shop one is kind of failed, so we make it 2. And then the total table, we have a product, category product, supply customer, member category, member employee, ES order, and payment. And total procedure, we have 3. There is customer detail, sales, and data, ES order.
And next we have the relational table. Here is our relational table. As you can see, there are multiple different tables being connected by these strings, which has yellow keys in the end of it. What do they mean? Well, that means that a certain table's primary key is being used as a foreign key in another table. As you can see in category product and ES order. Here they are connected with the string with a yellow key on the end. And the primary key for category product is production code, and ES order uses that too. It has also production code, which is a foreign key from category product. Another example could be product. Product is being used in 3 different other tables. The primary key for product is product ID, which is being used in supplier, category product, and also ES order. And the same thing can be applied to all the other tables and their connections. Next, we have design and validation table. Here is our design and validation table for customer, member category, and member. And first is customer, and the first one is customer ID, which is a data type of int, and the width is already determined. That's why we don't need any specifications for the data type int. And the description is just the identification for customer, validation is customer underscore ID, and methods used for validation is a primary key. And then we have customer name, which is a data type char. And for the data type char, it needs specifications on its width, which is 50. Description is just the customer's name. Validation is customer underscore name. Methods used for validation is not null. Next, we have phone number, which is an int, and it doesn't need any specifications for width. And the description is just a phone number, the customer's phone number. Validation is phone underscore number, and methods used for validation is not null. Next, we have domicile, which is a char data type with a 20 width, which is just the description is just the domicile for the customer. Validation is domicile, and methods used for validation is not null. Next, we have member category. First, there is category ID, which is a int data type already determined width from the system, and the description is just the identification for a category. Validation is category underscore ID, and methods used for validation is primary key. The next column is category name. Data type is char with the width of 20. Description is just a category name. Validation is category underscore name. Methods used for validation is not null. And the last one we have member. First column it will be member underscore ID, which is a data type int with already determined width. Description is just an ID member. Validation is member underscore ID. Methods used for validation is a primary key. Next we have customer underscore ID, which is a data type int and already determined width. Description is ID, the identification for a customer. Validation is customer underscore ID. Methods used for validation is foreign key and is not null. Next we have TTL, which is tempat tanggal lahir with data type of varchar, width of 25. Description is just the date of birth for the customers or member. Validation is TTL, and methods used for the validation is not null. And next column and the final column is category underscore ID. Data type is int. Width is already determined because it's already int. Description is ID, identification of category member. Validation is category underscore ID. Methods used for validation is a foreign key and it is not null.
Thank you, Gafri. And then the next table is employee and ES order. It's same with that Gafri said. The employee the column is we have first the employee ID. The data type is integer and the width because the integer have no width. So we give just a strip into it, and the description is the ID member, and the validation is employee ID, and the method used for validation is primary key. And second, the employee name, the data type is char, the width 20, and the description is ID customer, and the validation is employee name. Method used for validation is not null, and so on with another table, same, the employee, ES order, and next the table payment, product, category product, and the supplier. And that's all from us. Thank you.